Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad and today we are in North Carolina, Troy, North Carolina actually. And what we're going to be doing today is testing out the Jeep Grand Cherokee on Dickey Trail, which is a Jeep Badge of Honor trail. We're kind of going to put some feelers out. We've got a couple guys meeting us for a trail next weekend, but before we kind of lead people out onto this, figured we should kind of know if this is kind of okay for Jeep Grand Cherokees to go on. This is rated as a difficult trail. From what I can see, there's some bypasses for more vehicles that are probably more a bit stock. A lot of the people doing this trail are going to be sitting on 37-inch tires, you know, these modified vehicles, modified Wranglers, that kind of thing. So we are not that, so we're going to give it a go and see how the Grand Cherokee can do. To do the trails, you need a $5 day pass tag. You can pick that up at several locations. Kind of a popular meetup is this El Dorado Outpost, which is very near to the, I think it's the Badland Lakes Recreation Area, which is where all these trails are located in Uwharrie National Forest. So we stopped here, kind of hitting the restrooms, got our pass, looking at a trail map, and getting ready to go find our trails. So something to note already is we have no cell reception, so I don't know if that's going to improve throughout the day, but if you've got T-Mobile, you might not have cell service. So just kind of plan for your communication. Now we've got that the Garmin InReach satellite communicator, so if we had to, we certainly could get a message out that way. Let's get going. So Dickey Trail is just one trail within a trail system that's located within Uwharrie National Forest. This national forest is the smallest of 4 national forests in North Carolina. And Uwharrie National Forest gets its name from the Uwharrie Mountains, where the forest is located. Another thing to note today is today will actually be the first time we have all 3 of our children filming. So if you've been following us for a while, you know that we are a family of 5 and we've got 3 kids, and each of our kids kind of has and is developing their own kind of role as we got on the trip. So you're going to see Nora today, you're going to see some Sammy and some of Caleb, and so at times the camera might get a little shaky. But just kind of bear with us as we use this opportunity to kind of grow as a family and teach our kids a new skill.
Hi, we just got to the trail that we're going to be scoping out today, and we kind of wrapped up lunch, and now my dad's airing down the tires, and then we'll get on the trail.
guys, so we made it to the hard section of Dickey Bell. It's about we might have gone a mile from the bottom, I'm not sure. So I think we're gonna go right at the bottom, which is supposed to be a little bit easier, and then cross over to the left.
Don't know if you can see that, but his tires are slipping a bit. Here we go. Okay, Caleb, get shotgun. Looks like now they're moving, and then the orange car will move up that way. Okay, it looks like the orange car is also making its move.
So if you look closely here at my lower bumper there on the left, you'll see once again I've knocked it off there on that lower section. Definitely a fix coming for this soon, sooner than later I hope. I had hoped to have something on the Jeep by now, especially because I knew this trail would be like this. But for now, we're just going to have to glue it, duct tape it, and keep on moving. All right, guys, so we made it up that left side. It actually did very well. I looked at the right side. The right side is definitely tougher. If I had a steel bumper and just basically everything protected on the bottom, I might be more likely to try that. As it is, we again, my epoxy fills on that rear lower bumper keeps failing. But all in all, the Grand Cherokee did really well. There's I think an Xterra, a modified Xterra behind me, or a Pathfinder, something like that. I gotta look at the footage again, but he's kind of struggling there in that crossover section, getting up. But I had in 4-low, off-road 2, and rock mode, and it did really well. It really did really well. So we're gonna get a few pictures, kind of watch this guy, make sure he can get up okay. Sorry about the noise behind me.
this guy, he just keeps running out of power every time he tries to get over those obstacles. But it looks like he's going to try to take the right side up.
All right, so we did the best we could to try to help that. It was a Nissan Xterra. Definitely had more of a lift than I did. Bigger tires, but he had it in 4 low. He couldn't have had lockers on it though, because he was only having 1 wheel spin on each side. So he was trying to work up with 2 wheels that didn't have any traction. So anyway, he eventually turned around and went back down. So, I mean, in that sense, I mean, we did have, I think, a good line because I got a great spotter. But yeah, the Grand Cherokee did really well. So we're gonna try to get just a few more shots of the area and then keep heading down the trail. This is maybe halfway through, probably not even. I think there's more trail ahead of us, but this is definitely supposed to be the hardest part. So if you got a WK2 Grand Cherokee, you would want one, I think, that's got the air suspension or a little bit of a lift. So we're gonna keep going, stick around. All right, guys, we made it back in one piece. Thoughts on the trail? You definitely want to have rock rails if you're going to try Dickey Bell. Again, I'm speaking from the perspective of if you're driving a Grand Cherokee. I was very glad that we had our rock rails. Very glad, again, I had that lower front guard from Chief Products. It took a couple hits. Definitely the hardest section is that rocky section. It's about a mile in if you're coming from the south. Little Daniel, they call it. We did right and then left, and that seemed to work out pretty good. I thought the second half of that trail was going to be a piece of cake, but there were a couple spots we had to get out and kind of spot. And some rocky sections there. But all in all, a great trail. I would recommend it. You're going to want to have some aftermarket armor, skid plates, rock rails, that sort of thing, and a little bit of lift if you're going to do it. But very happy with it. You're going to want to stick around next week. Next week we're still at Uwharrie, but we're going to have at least 2 guys with us that are, I think, in a mostly stock Grand Cherokees that we're going to take out. I'm not sure which trails we'll do, and it's kind of up to them, but we wanted to do this trail just to make sure it was capable, that we could get through it in one piece without big things falling off. We were able to do that. So we'll see what other trails they want to do. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. That really helps us out. Again, we're going to be doing these trips kind of all throughout the country, so if you haven't checked out our website, you're going to want to go ahead and do that. We've got one coming up in the Dallas area. If you're watching this, you know, when this video is being put out, we'll be in Dallas early September doing a trail. Anyway, hope you guys like the video, and we'll see you again real soon.